Hi everyone, I am here at Tia's house and I am making peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. This is normally a 3-ingredient thing, but I actually do like to add a little bit of vanilla because, my dad loves vanilla. So, thank you. My cameraman, my husband, so. Okay, so. Normally, what you're going to need is not making a gluten-free, dairy-free peanut butter chocolate chip cookie. Now, before we get started with any of that, just remember, we are from Phoenix, Arizona. Born and raised, love it. We now live in Cuero, Texas. In a very small town, so our local store is the H-E-B or the neighborhood Walmart. No, I said neighborhood, not supercenter. So, we only have so much to work with. However, you can get any of these ingredients at your local stores. We did take pictures so you can see what we're working with. Now, the 3-ingredient peanut butter cookie is 1 cup peanut butter, 1 cup sugar, 1 egg. However, like I said in an earlier video, I'm going to do this as sugar-free as I can. So instead of using sugar, I am using this. It's a Splenda Drops. It takes 2 teaspoons of this to equal the 1 cup of sugar. If you're going to be using these type of things, the stevia, make certain you look up your ratios. Like if you're using the packets, there's 24 packets of that over the cup of sugar. And I'm being rather lazy, and instead of opening 24 packets, I'd rather just, 2 of these. So, I learned a trick yesterday, and honestly, I can't believe it took this long. So, I always fight the aluminum foil to make it so it sticks to the cookie sheet. Trick: spray your cookie sheet with some pan or cooking spray, then put your aluminum foil down, and it won't move. Cannot believe I didn't know this trick until yesterday. I'm 38 and I'm just learning this. So, really quickly, because I don't know, I'll forget later. Now, you guys know that when you actually make your cookies, these cookies, you really don't need to spray because the oil and the peanut butter will help it. But it's still good to always do that. So, like I said, ready for it? This is seriously how... And this, my friend, is why I feel stupid. 38 years before I learned that. So, when it comes down to taking this off, it's going to be easy peasy to take off that aluminum foil still too. Smart. I know. So, I'm just going to move this up here. So, the first big task is that. I'm just going to leave that right there. Now, I should have taken this out sooner, so I apologize.
The big bowl.
The big bowl. Feel free to use a smaller bowl, but I knew that was so, like I said, you're going to need peanut butter. If you haven't gotten into your peanut butter yet, half of this is 1 cup. So if you use a full thing of peanut butter, just remember you're doubling it, so that's going to come out to like 24 cookies instead of 12. Okay, guys?
But you've been known to stretch out your cookies.
I can.
Wherein 24 turns into 36.
I have done that. I have done that. Now, you guys remember, if you have kids at home, this is definitely something you can do, especially if you are quarantining yourself there because of COVID.
Dun, dun, dun.
And which I definitely still suggest, because let's be honest, numbers are still rising. Basket. Yeah, I excited still. A smart person would have already been ready. I am not that girl, but whatever. Okay. So, I have a thing of peanut butter that's going to go in here. Oh, preheat your oven, you guys, to 350 degrees. It's not going to take that long because, again, there's not that much to it. Okay. So, almost. Okay, so that's...
When it comes to scraping out peanut butter jars, I like using rubber spatulas, pastry spatulas. Big help. That, and I like getting every little ounce on my tongue. On my tongue.
Yes. Okay, so I've just decided to only do one batch today. I'm sorry, honey. I'm being lazy.
No, I know. You're making me jealous.
Now this is, again, a gluten-free, dairy-free, practically sugar-free cookie. Really, like I said, most of the sugar is going to be coming from this bad boy. And again, I'm using this for my sugar. Yeah, so remember, everything is otherwise 1 cup of each thing. And 1 egg. So this is a very cost-effective cookie as well. May I suggest also, when you break your egg...
It's all in the wrist.
That too. But don't break it on your corner, because that's how you get shells. Break it on a flat surface. That way you don't get shells in your food. And if you do, use like a piece of the eggshell and it will disconnect and you don't have to fight. Okay. Vanilla. You don't need it. I like it. It's a personal preference.
It is an extract, and a little goes a long way.
So what I actually use, I don't even use this. I use a capful. That's it. You don't need a lot. My niece and nephew used to love me to call anything vanilla smelling. Papa's perfume. My dad loved vanilla. So.
Fragrance, cologne, candles, car scents.
Papa's perfume.
Or at the time when they were younger, they pronounced it perfume.
Very cute. I love them.
Papa's perfume.
Okay, so I'm using this. Now you guys know, this is the first time I've ever used this particular thing. Because normally I do use the sugar. So...
Do it over the bowl, because as you saw, it dripped a little.
Yeah.
So if you like making messes, then by all means, do it your way.
Yeah. So we're gonna... Against... Yeah, this has 0 fat, 0 sugar. So if you're somebody like me, it's not just a diet idea. I'm trying to reduce my sugar intake. I have family that's diabetics, who are diabetics, and they shouldn't have sugar. So, I'm trying to make this pretty easy. And the good old-fashioned chocolate chips. Use it you like. Today we are using Semi-sweet dark chocolate.
Pasha Organic. Nice.
So this particular one is free from peanuts, nuts, dairy, soy, eggs, wheat, and gluten.
So multiple allergies and dietary restrictions do not apply here.
To this one. Now, it kind of takes away the purpose of the peanut idea when we're making peanut butter.
That is true. That is true, however.
The plain peanut butter cookie is kind of the salt.
But alternatives and different nut butters.
Scissors. Tia's is cool because they have like a magnet so we can just put them back on that.
Wow! Once it has been removed from its sheath.
I like the idea of trying to make it almost taste like candy because I've given up candy for the most part of the Let me tell you now, it has not been easy. But honestly, since I have actually started caring about my health, and having Hashimoto's is quite a dietary restriction, I have gone gluten-free, dairy-free, and
Practically overnight.
sugar-free pretty much overnight. And I actually feel a little better. So, that said, I know I should be taking medicine. Oh, thank you. I know I should be taking medicine, but I don't yet. But at least I'm getting on the right path. So mix all this stuff together. My love, do not kill yourself. It's not worth it. Silly little fly, go away.
Fly, don't bother me. See, because of the oils and the peanut butter mixed with any other liquids, i.e. the egg, which helps keep it together, of course, and then, like even the vanilla, you want to be careful because still it may come out a little too juicy.
So I'm probably going to add a little more peanut butter because of that. Because normally the sugar kind of...
Because it's the peanut butter that sticks.
Yeah. Oh, no, it's actually starting to
There it goes.
Okay. Yes, again, like with all cookies, please resist the urge to eat the cookie batter because there's raw egg in this and you do not want any kind of sickness because of that. Just reminding you.
Just remember, it's full of protein, yeah.
Yeah, this is actually very full of protein because of the peanut butter. So just remember that, y'all. Okay, so that's literally what it takes to make this particular cookie. Now, you're gonna know that, like, I can give you the time, but, everybody's oven is a little different. So once you start to smell this cookie, it's done. And so it might take about
10 to 15 minutes, depending on your oven.
10 to 15. So, this is like the second time I'm using their oven. So, I'm going to guess around 10 for here. And again, remember, depending on where you live, if it's hot, humid, whatever.
Electric or gas does
Yeah.
also make a difference. Toaster ovens are very helpful. If you have
yes. I'm a fan of the toaster oven.
Oh, for sure.
If you have a toaster oven, it's going to be more like 5 minutes because it's a smaller condensed area.
Either way, do watch them, but don't keep opening the door because that takes the heat away.
Yes, it does. Now, I'm still going to spray the cookie sheet just in case I am always that little. There we go.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, yeah, nice and slick.
So once you get your size, and again, remember to wash your hands, of which I already did before. And I also always put my hair up, so when you guys see me cooking, like these videos, you're always going to see my hair back. Because honestly, I have a thing about, God forbid, my hair like a piece of hair cooking your food. Nobody wants to eat that. You send your food back if you're not at a restaurant, if you stop that.
Yeah, we've been working in professional kitchens since we were in high school, starting in our high school cafeteria. As a matter of fact, is how we met.
Well, that's the second thing.
Oh, we got so many stories. You'll learn that as you follow along the country living life we have.
Yeah, we actually met as kids, like little kids.
So as you see right there, it's about a 3 ounce, 4 ounce ball, maybe. Not too big.
Just using this little spoon.
Yeah, nice little spoon.
Yeah.
It, like I say, it varies. Which will also depend on your cooking time too. When it comes to.
Now remember, because I was gonna.
They're gonna melt down and flatten out themselves, and then plump up once they reach that.
I still do the fun little X.
It makes a nice little pattern, so when it cooks up, that's what you'll get.
And may I actually suggest, and I didn't do this, spray whatever you're using as well, just so that way the cookie dough does not stick to the spoon or your fork.
It's not that we forget, it's we like to remind you what not to do.
Yeah. So this is very simple. And like I said, you don't have to put the chocolate in it, but I normally actually make peanut butter, just plain peanut butter ones. I like to make oatmeal cookies as well. And I actually put peanut butter in my oatmeal cookies. And what's actually really fun is if you get the variety pack oatmeal, like the apple or cinnamon and all that, you can make different flavored oatmeal
the instant
cookies.
oatmeals, because they have the sugar, they have the seasonings in there. Like the apple cinnamon has little chunks of apples. So, it's a nice little...
The brown sugar maple one tastes pretty boss.
OMG. And remember, do not add vanilla. That will kill your taste buds.
Oh yeah, we do that. It's like an overflow of yumminess.
It's like you've got maple and then sugar on top of sugar and then sweet flavoring all across the board. You will not be able to finish. Let alone your batch. Although some people might, sell the recipe to the Girl Scouts or something.
I'm going to say this, this is not really my actual recipe. I found this recipe on allrecipes.com. And I love them.
And the coolest thing about cooking is you can adapt your own sense of flavors and skills to it. Like we added the vanilla, the stevia, and the chocolate chips to the peanut butter. The aforementioned instant oatmeal. You can, however, I've seen people put granola, the hard granolas on top. And
I've been known to make, some cookies using craisins. Not raisins, craisins. Those are dried cranberries. I actually like I bake a lot, but I don't actually eat a lot of my baked goods, which is bad. But cookies I will eat because I tend to make them a little healthier. Now again, this was originally supposed to make only 1 dozen. As you can see, I still have enough
and then
in my bowl for another at least 6 a dozen again.
And then as you can see across the board, they got just a little bit bigger. That was the first one there, and then they get just a little bit bigger.
You just, I make them smaller like this.
So this
sometimes
is about 2 batches, maybe. Yeah, maybe a little smaller, depending. Like she said.
Because like sometimes you don't really want a full cookie. You just want a little pop something in. Like you're going to the beach or something, and
quick snack, something for the kids on their way to the park, or sleepovers when this whole COVID blows over.
Just something to keep you going, a little burst of energy. You have these little cookies that, they're not really flat in them, pretty much. Then they can get much smaller than this. You can, of course, make them bigger. I just like to make them like little bite-sized ones, because sometimes, you don't, like I said, you don't need a lot. Sometimes you just want a little bit.
Yeah. But it is okay to fill up the pan. You can lay them out, roll them out, and make, one giant cookie and break it apart. Sheet cookie, I suppose. For parties or whatever. Pick at it. The various things you can do with food.
I know that our cousin, from Sam's side, is having a get together tomorrow, and there's a ton of kid cousins. So this is another reason why I actually wanted to bake some cookies, just to bring and be like, hey, I brought this. Just so there's a little treat for the kids as well. It's healthy, and they won't know it.
The great thing about family parties, sugar them up and send them home. Unless they're yours.
Then send them to your in-laws.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, go have a night with your cousins.
Yeah. So, just know that if you ever send them to us, this auntie and uncle will definitely sugar up your kids and send them back home. But then again, you will never get us back because you don't have kids right now. So,
however, just remember though, they will sleep well that night.
They will. I actually have done this with my nephew Nicholas, and he party-hardied for a good hour or two, and then slept hard that night.
Sugar crash and then
I
some.
didn't actually send him home. He was spending the night, and I knew it. And he literally slept like 10 hours. It was totally worth it.
Mm-hmm.
So the oven was already preheated, 350. And then when they are done, I will show you the finished product. So have fun, enjoy, and just stay indoors, stay cool, and just make some good memories with your family.
Alright, and thank you for watching City Girl Country Living.
Bye,
Have
guys.
a wonderful time.